Hello, friends, both old and new. I'm John St. Baptiste, and this is Music Makes the People Come Together, where we share amazing and eclectic music with amazing and eclectic people, much like yourselves. This is this week's playlist. It was supposed to be up Friday. I said it would be up Friday, and I'm sorry that it's coming up Sunday. But as the phrase goes, I wrote a check with my mouth that I could not cash with my ass. So I apologize for that, and I hope you still enjoy the playlist and the music. I'm working on getting things on the channel on a regular schedule, and hopefully that will be happening in the next couple of weeks. But I hope you like all the new content that's been coming out and really been enjoying it. So, I dropped the teaser last Monday for this week's playlist, and it was You Are My Sunshine, as recorded by Johnny Cash. If you want to see the curation on that, you can look down in the description below, and it will talk all about that. But let's go right into the rest of the playlist. I do have to say, there's a reason that I'm wearing my sunglasses today, which normally I only do on Wednesdays for our Believe live streams, which if you're into Neil Gaiman or just great books and telly in general, definitely check out. But this week's theme is songs about or that make you cry. And so grab your handkerchiefs or your tissues and be ready for some sad stuff. But I've got something fun at the end to maybe uplift your spirits. But I thought about it, and this is just such a great compilation playlist to put together. So I decided to, for your listening enjoyment. So following Mr. Cash doing You Are My Sunshine, Tracks of My Tears, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. Now this was actually written by Smokey Robinson, Peter Moore, and Marv Turpin, who are all members of the Miracles, which at the time for Motown, which was back in 1965, was pretty odd. A lot of times with Motown music, the music was written by other people and the bands would perform it, but this was actually written by them, which I think is just awesome. By the way, if you're ever out with me at an event or a convention or anything like that, and you get me intoxicated enough on a karaoke night, this is my karaoke classic. I do love to sing it. Can't sing it like Smokey because he has a much higher range than I do, but I do my best, and it's pretty fun. Moving on. Next track. Actually, a band that live quite often covers Tracks of My Tears, and a band who I've probably seen more than any other. I think I'm up to 16, 17 performances that I've seen, is Soul Asylum, doing Eyes of a Child. This is live in Montreal in 1995. It's off their 1995 album, which is Let Your Dim Light Shine. And this is just such a bleak song. I mean, it's all bleakness and irony, and that's what Dave Pirner does best. It's his speciality, and this is a heavy one. Like, if you really think about the lyrics, it's rough, but you know, hey, that's the whole entire purpose of this playlist. Following that, we have If I Needed You by Townes Van Zandt. This is off the late, great Townes Van Zandt. Much later, Emmylou Harris and Don Williams did it as a duet, which was great. And I think I may have put this on another playlist. If I did so, I apologize for rehashing some music, but this is a song that always, puts a tear in your eye. And it's just so heartfelt. This is his original version. And I mean, it's just him and his guitar. That's part of the whole moving thing. Is just like the human voice and a single instrument can do so much to affect you emotionally. And this song is just, oh, it's absolutely beautiful. Following that, another song that I'm not sure. I need to check my backlist of videos. But I may have put this up on another playlist before too, but it's so good. This is Joey by Concrete Blonde. And this is off their live MTV performance back in, I want to say, 92. It's originally off the 1990 album Bloodletting. And apparently the song is about Mark Moreland, who was very close to Jonette. And, just he was the Wall of Voodoo. He was in Wall of Voodoo. And he just really, this song is just really influential. If you've ever had anybody who you've been romantically involved with, who had a serious drinking in this case, or any substance abuse issue, it's really poignant. And oh my gosh, Jeanette Napolitano, yes, she is 2 years younger than my father, and do you know what? She's the only woman in the world I would marry. Or even date. But I actually met her once, which was just awesome. But she's a really cool person. But yeah, I've absolutely adored her. Either she or Lydia Dietz was my first crush, but I'm going to go ahead and count Johnette because, she's a real life person. And when, just to tell you how amazing of a person she is, when the band retired, like for sure, for good, back in 2006, she said, "Thanks to everyone who heard and believed in the music. The music lives on. Keep listening. Keep believing. Keep dreaming. Like a ripple, the music moves and travels and finds you. Drive to the music. Make love to the music. Cry to the music. That's why we made it. Long after we're gone, the music will still be there." And I mean, honestly, that's what this entire channel is all about. And so I really hope you dig that track. And this is the live acoustic performance, once again, just an acoustic guitar and the human voice. And don't get me wrong, there are plenty of cheesy artists who you see at a bar, and it's a person in a guitar, and it's the same songs you've seen by a person in a guitar like a million freaking times. But when it's done right, it's done so freaking well. So, going on from that, let's talk about a little more substance abuse. This is Neil Young, live back in 1972, doing The Needle and the Damage Done. I don't know if anybody else has lost anybody to heroin, fentanyl, painkillers, but this is a very poignant song for me for a number of reasons, which I won't go into. And like I said, I'll be damned if I let any of you see me cry. But it was originally inspired by Danny Whitten, who was another member of Crazy Horse, who OD'd. And this was on the 1972 album Harvest. But this live recording is just freaking great. And once again, there's this whole theme about stuff that gets you emotional, and it's an instrument and the human voice. And it'll just really do that to you if it's done right. Following that, we have my boy Mikey, Michael Jackson. This is him doing Ben, which was written by Dave Black. As I said, Motown, quite often, somebody would write the song and then they'd have an artist perform it. This was Michael's first solo track. It was for the movie Ben, which came out also back in 1972. And it's a pretty disturbing movie, but definitely worth checking out. And this song just always moves me in a certain spot in my heart. Since I was a little kid. excuse me, at the end of the track, there is a very long pause. So if you're not watching this and you're just listening, please don't think that it's over. There's a little more afterwards. The long pause is because there's a memoriam thing. This was put up right after Michael Jackson passed away, and some credits given. But yeah, this is his performance from the Oscars, which this was up for an Oscar, a music award for the Oscars, and it was nominated. It didn't get the nomination. I can't remember which track did. I can't remember the name of it. It was from the Poseidon Adventure, but yeah, it's a track that really just moves you down to the heart. Going back to, as opposed to songs that make you want to cry, songs about crying, and this is a great one. It's "Get Drunk and Cry" by Ruth Gallants, which is off her self-titled 2017 album. This is a young, up-and-coming country artist. She's really talented, really awesome. New country, I'm really torn about. What I like. What I don't, I really don't. But, I'm going to lock myself in the bathroom with a bottle of wine on the floor. Yeah, I've never done that. Nope, not once, not ever. Any stories to the contrary, they're lies. Finally, after all of that, just emotional release, I do have a funny surprise for you at the end of this playlist, and I hope you enjoy it. It does involve crying, but it might make you smile, and it's a great way to end the playlist up. So, I want you to go ahead and drop in the comment section down below what you think of this playlist, thoughts about the songs, thoughts about the music, thoughts about this video, and while you're down there, if you'd be so kind, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Speaking of down there, that's where you're going to find the music. It's in the description below. Also, a link to the video about Johnny Cash's version of "You Are My Sunshine" is in the description down below as well. So I'm going to let you go check that out, and I hope you enjoy this symphony of tragedy. So, in the meantime, do me a favor and please, PLUR, be excellent to one another and party on.